Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Regular meeting dated Wednesday, June 4th, 2014. Can I get a roll call, please?
Hess, Louvet,
Here.
Balderas, here, Marcy,
Here.
Barnes, here, Cybulski.
Here. Let the record show that Mayor Striz is gone at her son's graduation along with Councilwoman Hess. Diana, our city clerk, is absent because she's sick, and our city treasurer, Karen, is absent because she's on vacation. We also have a department head missing. Mr. Browning, the DPW director, is also on vacation. Can I get everybody to rise for the pledge of allegiance? Okay, tonight we're looking for the removal from the table of the confirmation of Nicole Moore to the Library Commission.
So moved. Support.
Moved by Barnes, supported by Balderas. Call the vote.
Louvet,
Yes.
Balderas,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Barnes,
Yes.
Cybulski.
Yes.
Okay, I'm also looking for a motion to confirm Nicole Moore to the Library Commission.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Barnes, supported by Marcy. Call the vote.
Louvet,
Yes.
Balderas,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Barnes,
Yes.
Cybulski.
Yes.
Okay, she's confirmed. I'm looking for the approval of regular minute meetings dated May 21st, 2014.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Barnes, supported by Cybulski. Any discussion? Call the vote.
Louvet,
Yes.
Balderas,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Barnes,
Yes.
Cybulski.
Yes.
All right, moving right along. At this time, it's audience participation. If anybody'd like to step up and speak, come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and
My name is Kevin James Agee. I live at 18633 Harmon. There's three questions I gotta figure out. One, I called in on a break and enter on the house on Robert. I told the police department that I got these people on video for the last few days trying to break into this house. What I heard was the kids used the excuse that we threw a ball and we had to get in there. But how can you get a ball through a screen and then through the glass window? The kids ripped the screen, pulled it apart, and took a ball-peen hammer, and it was on tape, beating it out. Now, I asked the police, I told them I got the tape. They believed the kids' words over my word. They didn't do nothing about it. But now there's a board on the window and it looks more like crap. The people, I just don't understand. I made a police report. There was a vehicle parked in front of our house right next door. I was in my garage up on the second floor and I heard people talking. You can't see I'm in the garage because I'm up on the second floor. I don't need the lights on down there. But I heard voices, so it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm working and moving stuff around, getting it organized. I come downstairs, I take a can of garbage out to the front, and here's this truck sitting out there with a guy in it. I walk up, he's telling like he's sleeping. Well, maybe he was. But I heard voices, nobody else around. So I called the police. The police told me there ain't nothing we could do about a guy sleeping on the street. Well, I thought, well, if he wants to sleep and be safe, go in the parking lot over here. We got too much trouble going on around. Well, my partner across the street got his lawnmower ripped off, and he says, why should I make a police report? There ain't nothing gonna be done about it. Well, the guy next door got his lawnmower ripped off and the stench in there. He did make a police report. Tuesday night, my neighbors saw two guys in front of my house. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, now, when the police got there, The one was up on my front porch. The other one scattered out. I went down to make a report on Wednesday, but there ain't nothing we can really do about it. But I think I should have a right to press charges on somebody trespassing on my property at that time of morning. To me, I'm crippled. You can see, I'm crippled. I can't do what I used to do. I can't make that good money no more. But be damned if I'm gonna have somebody come by and what I worked so hard for, come and take from me. Or try to break into my home to harm my family. Because they're gonna bring a body bag if they do. I'm not playing no more, I'm sick of it. My garage got ripped off once, over 10,000, and I got screwed on it. I'd be damned if I'm gonna be screwed anymore. I try to help the police out as much as I can. They can only do what they can do because their hands are tied. There's something wrong with the laws. The criminals got the rights. And it ain't fair. It just ain't fair. And the mayor ain't here tonight, and the chief ain't here tonight. So I will be back the next council meeting to speak my mind and let them agree on what I gotta say.
Okay, sir, we do appreciate you coming, and I will forward this to the mayor's office as well as the police chief's office. Our police officers do a great job, they're undermanned, they do more with less, they do outstanding job in this small community. So,
I
every
understand.
time you call, they're gonna show up. What I heard tonight though, was you heard some voices and then the end of your speech, they
I
didn't
took a
want to
can of
investigate
garbage.
somebody on your property.
You know, seen the guy in the pickup truck next to the driveway next door to me.
Okay, so he was not on your property.
He was out in the street sleeping.
Okay.
Well, he said he
I'll
was.
forward this to the chief, thank you, sir.
And the only reason I didn't get the police came out that night is when I said, they said there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Okay,
But I says, well, if I catch him in my yard, I will do something about it. That's when 3 minutes later, there was 2 squad cars there.
well, I encourage you to not get yourself in trouble, but I will definitely forward this to the chief.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
looking for trouble, but if it comes on my property, I will give them what they want.
Okay, thank you, sir. This is still audience participation. Is there anybody else that would like to step up?
Good evening, Councilman. My name is George Martinez. I live at 17097 Dora. My main concern, I'm here tonight because on the corner of Schaefer and Dora, the grass is up to about this big. And then on the house that is 17089 Dora, the empty lot is also real big. 17089 is the house, but there's an empty lot that does not belong to that address, belongs to somebody private, and the grass is real large.
That's it.
Okay, sir. We will forward that to the ordinance officer. We're a little behind with some of
I
that
know,
stuff.
yeah, sorry.
I mean, we're kind of struggling. We're behind with employees. We need to hire a new ordinance officer. We're in the process. So,
One can start this week.
okay, so one's in training this week, but we will definitely take a look at that.
You know, Chair of the Corporate Council.
Thanks.
Corporate Council, how does it, are you familiar with that ordinance and how it works? Because I talked to a few different parties, I had the same problem on my own street. And the thing is, do we ticket them immediately? Is that a $175? If DPW goes over and cuts those lots, do we charge that property or the taxes at $175 the first time? Or is that like a gimme?
No, it can be at the discretion of the ordinance officer,
Okay,
but typically, we'll, if they won't mow the lawn, we'll mow the lawn for them and attach it to their water bill.
and that's a
In
fee of,
addition, give them a citation.
okay,
But that again is in the discretion of the ordinance officer. Sometimes there's reasons not to give them a citation,
right.
but they still get, if we're mowing the lawn, it's no ifs, ands, or buts, they get tagged.
And how much would the mowing of that lawn be? Yeah, I know it probably depends on the size, but the first time, what do we charge them? Just per hour or,
No, it's per cut.
okay,
Yeah, but we were thinking about, it's under 75, so I'm thinking it's about 50.
50 or 70.
And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because I want the residents that are here to know, and I want to know myself so I can present that to other people. Because they were asking me down the street, well, what does this individual get fined? So,
But the corner of Schaefer and Dora, I think that's the city property.
okay.
Is that,
No,
I don't think it's one of ours.
it's not a city property,
No,
privately owned.
by those apartment over there?
Yeah,
That's not-
privately owned.
Or privately owned?
And if I can add to that, when we send 2 DPW workers and a truck and a trailer and a mower and a weed whip and all that, we are paying way over $50 to do their lawn. That definitely needs to be looked at, and that needs to go up substantially. City of Allen Park, $365 first cut, it doubles after that.
The reason why I asked the question too was, is that I know, I think it was 175, and it goes up to 250. But I didn't know if we find that immediately, so.
Okay, anybody else for audience participation? Seeing nobody, we will move on. Communications from department heads. Our police chief is not present today. Public safety fire chief.
I have nothing to see.
Okay, our DPW director is excused on vacation.
Excuse me, the police chief wanted us to, me to step in for
I'm
today.
sorry, sir.
It's okay.
Step up.
How you doing? Nicholas Martinez. He says we're ready for Melvindale days. We have the appropriate staffing. We have 2 officers on Thursday, 3 officers on Friday, 3 officers on Saturday, and then the entire department will be coming in for the fireworks detail. We have 1 new Ford Explorer that was delivered that's already on the road. The second Ford Explorer is due Friday or Monday. And we hired a new ordnance officer, Kaminsky, who started today. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
All right, city administrator, finance director, Mr. Ortiz, you have anything? Corporation counsel.
I have nothing.
Okay, our treasurer is absent, our clerk is absent. We will go to council members. Ms. Bolderis, you have anything?
I have nothing, but as usual, thank you for coming out to our meeting. Appreciate it.
Mr. Marson?
Well, I guess there was a lot of people going to graduation today. I seen all that post on Facebook, and I'm just happy that Melvindale had a good graduation. I hope the mayor and the SES have a good time there watching their children graduate. It was a big time in my life to watch my son go across that stage, and hopefully next year will be a big time to have my daughter go across that stage. I want to say happy birthday to my wife. It's her birthday today. She's out on her birthday dinner, and just glad for everybody else to be here today. Thank you.
Ms. Barnes?
Yes, just looking forward to Melvindale Days this weekend. Hope all goes well. Thank you for coming out, and that's all I have.
Mr. Sabalski?
And yep, I'll see everybody at Melvindale Days too, and thank you for coming out tonight.
And if I could add to the Melvindale Days thing, everybody show up, everybody have fun. Chef Barney will be there, there'll be good food. And keep in mind the parking when you come into the event, the proceeds go to the local Little League. And if you drink beer, buy a beer, the proceeds of that go to the junior football club. And those 2 things are operational, definitely take up operational costs for at least a season for both organizations. So pay to park and buy a beer and give it to somebody if you don't drink, but that definitely will help out. Have some fun there. All our fire and police will be there working hard. A lot of these gentlemen volunteer to work them overtime shifts. They're already being worked way too much as it is, but for the city, they found ways to move their schedules around where it doesn't cost the city a lot of overtime, And we can still run an event like this and the hard times we're having. And so when you see one of them ladies or gentlemen, shake their hand and tell them you appreciate all the commitment they have to the community. Seeing that, moving on, we have any commissioner business. I don't see anybody in the audience, so now it is second audience participation. Anybody, audience participation? I see both Clinton brothers back there. I'm running the meeting today. You can come yell at me.
Come on, come on.
Okay, you asked for this then. I'm not here to really get mad or anything. My name is Don Clinton, I live in 18638 Hannah. There's a house on the corner of Harmon and Dow. It's been tagged. The question I'd like to ask is who's responsible between the sidewalk and the curb for picking stuff up? Is that the owner?
Homeowner.
There's leaves that have been there since last year. On the sidewalk, all down the side of the house, on his front yard, on city property, and in the street. The sweeper goes around it. And I've given the address before, but this is what's running down our town, is these people don't want to take care of their property. And I know you're behind, I'm not down here to holler, I just wish someone could check that out. This guy goes over there every day, sits in his car. He don't do anything, he just leaves it like that. Well, maybe $175 fine might make him clean it up. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you, sir. Anybody else for audience participation? Okay, we'll move on to payment of invoices. I move to receive and place on file the invoice and cover sheets and to authorize the payments of approved invoices totaling $404,036.84.
Support.
Moved by LeVay, supported by Bolderis. Can you call the vote?
Louvet,
Yes.
Balderas.
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Barnes.
Yes.
Sideballski.
Yes.
I entertain the motion to adjourn.
So
All in
moved.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.